Hey everybody, Total Bean Billy Boudreaux, back with another installment of WGS-TV right here on the WGS YouTube channel. I know it's been a little while since I've done a RAW review. Things keep coming up personally, and, you know, I kind of neglected you guys with lack of reviews here on the channel, so I do apologize about that. I've been trying to make it up by posting up the great action you've been seeing with Louisiana Championship Wrestling. In particular, the previous video you saw Mustang Mike and Wild Thing Mikey Boudreaux, and let me just tell you this: the main event, their tag match. You guys are going to be seeing that. I'll probably have it up tomorrow, guys. So be sure you tune in for that. Now, on to Monday Night Raw. And we open up with CM Punk, Triple H, and John Laurinaitis, the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations in the WWE. I always gotta talk like this because I don't have any actual vocal cords, so somebody's talking for me, and they have to talk through my mouth, and it smells like dick. Why I did that, I have no idea. Maybe that's what John Laurinaitis does. God, the dude cannot cut a promo if his fucking life depended on it. Hear me out, John Laurinaitis, Executive Vice President of Talent Relations in the WWE. Learn to fucking talk on the fucking mic. Sorry guys, that's how I honestly felt. Nice opening match we had with Sheamus, Justin Gabriel, Evan Bourne, and Kofi Kingston defeating Wade Barrett, Michael McGillicuddy, David Otunga, essentially 3 members of the original Nexus, and Christian. Then we had Alberto Del Rio taking on John Morrison. John Morrison probably still in that little pickle, you know, he's probably still in that little zone, you know, from that WrestleMania incident involving Melina, who wanted to be in Trish Stratus's spot, and next thing you know, I already have a video up about my feelings about John Morrison and Melina, so I'm not going to get into it. We have a segment involving Hugh Jackman and Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero. I was never really big on Hugh Jackman. I've never been a big fan of his or his work. I know I'm probably going to get people out there, well, he's good on X-Men, he's Wolverine, why don't you fucking watch that? Well, this is probably more times I've sworn in one video than ever, in all the videos combined I've done, so I do apologize about that. I'm going to try to keep my language pretty fucking clean from now on, okay? Fuck. Anyway. Who am I, Wrestling Jesus? Anyway. Basically, the whole point of that segment with Hugh Jackman and Dolph Ziggler was to set up a match between Dolph Ziggler and an underdog. It was basically the whole basis of the segment. And then we all know what's going to happen. You know, Hugh Jackman goes in, grabs a sign, Zack Ryder greater than Wolverine. Alright, now, it's been rumored for weeks and weeks that we were going to see Sin Cara versus Sin Cara. And now, it's actually happening. Because I did not watch Friday Night SmackDown. I missed it. I do apologize about that. But, now we have a face Sin Cara versus a heel Sin Cara. Basically, it was originally scheduled to be Cody Rhodes and Sin Cara, but I guess they decided to go ahead and scrap that to put more emphasis on Sin Cara versus Sin Cara. But who's the heel and who's the face? Is Mystico the face, or is it Hanico that's the face? Don't know. Really don't know. But one thing we do know, if you guys, you know the mask of Sin Cara, the face one, on the back of it is the little horns. They're white, and the heel is black. So I really like to know where they're gonna go with this. So now the Mark Henry segment with Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross. People on Twitter were saying, the whole point of this segment was to put more heat on Mark Henry. Mark Henry is one of the top heels on Friday Night SmackDown right now, whether we want to admit it or not. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. He's a guy that's he's garnering a lot of heat. Just as much heat or even more than Christian right now. Friday Night SmackDown doesn't have a lot of top heels in the company. So Mark Henry's really got to take that bull by the horns, so to speak. Now, with Mark Henry already being the top heel on Friday Night SmackDown, what was the actual purpose of this segment? He didn't need to put any more heat on Mark Henry. Mark Henry was already the top heel on Friday Night SmackDown, being the World Heavyweight Champion, and going after the top face of the company, which essentially was Randy Orton. So why did we have to see this? Mark Henry did not need any more heat than he already has. He's already got the most heat in the company for Friday Night SmackDown. He's the heel World Heavyweight Champion. I just really did not see the point to the segment with Mark Henry. I really did not see it. And so, with Jim Ross essentially choked out and Jerry the King Lawler suffering the world's strongest slam through the announce table, Josh Matthews had to fill in with Michael Cole, who somehow miraculously got his voice back. Now, you guys already know my personal opinions about Michael Cole in the past, and with me being a commentator myself, I kind of know what he went through last night at Night of Champions. When you're supposed to tell a story, so to speak, is what we commentators do, and when we have to tell a story non-stop in a show, it really does put a strain on your voice. Because I've had it happen to me a couple of times, not during a show, but after a show, I can barely. I would basically be talking like John Laurinaitis, the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations in the WWE. But that's pretty much it, So, I was talking with the Studley Man Ashley during Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw. I wish it was Friday. I would get paid. Anyway. He said one of the things that people do to soothe vocal cords was use honey. And you know what? I might start taking him up on that suggestion. After a show with me and LCW or GCW, if I find that my vocal cords are severely strained so I can sound like Laurinaitis, I'll probably stop by somewhere and get some honey. And if it works. But now, following all that debacle with Mark Henry, because I call it a debacle, and there's no need to have put more heat on Mark Henry than he already has. He didn't need it. It wasn't necessary. But we had Kelly and Eve taking on Natalya and Beth Phoenix. I don't care what anyone else says. Kelly was smoking hot. Eve, gorgeous. Natalya, beautiful. Beth Phoenix, wow. Who says full-size women are not gorgeous? Natalya and Beth Phoenix are two prime examples. They're gorgeous. They're hot. I need a girlfriend. Anyway, I'll probably get clobbered left. I'm probably going to get clobbered left and right in the comment section. I see it coming right now. But, oh well. Bring it on! Anyway. This wasn't... there was only tagging between Natalya and Beth Phoenix in the match. And Eve Torres was essentially the person that was in there I could be wrong. I could be remembering it wrong because it's been a little while since I saw it. But anyway, Eve Torres ended up getting the win for her team. So Kelly and Eve got the win. Then we had, of course, woo, you know it, bro, Zack Ryder, Long Island IZ, the Internet Champion, defeated Dolph Ziggler. Now, I wish WWE would actually take the championship and make it a legit title in the WWE. How great would that be? How great would it be to see a legit? Because we don't see a television champion anymore. TNA's crapping all over that with their television championship. I mean, they're just fucking screwing around with it. So, if we could see possibly a legit internet champion, I would be up for it, to be honest with you. And then the main event match, which was made by Triple H, it was CM Punk and John Cena taking on Miz and R-Truth. Match of the night. I'm gonna go. You know, it's not very often I say the main event is match of the night, in my opinion, on my reviews. But this, by far, was a fantastic match. Now, I want to tell you guys something. Honestly, I was gonna save my Raw review, make my comeback into doing reviews here tomorrow, until the ending of the match. Now, Triple H had guaranteed somebody was getting fired tonight on Monday Night Raw. And first we thought it might have been, the obvious choice, John Laurinaitis, Executive Vice President of Talent Relations in the WWE. But, no, it didn't pan out that way. But, now, Miz and R-Truth, they apologized to Triple H earlier in the night, and then Triple H fined them each $250,000 for their actions of Night of Champions. As soon as CM Punk and John Cena, CM Punk got the win, by the way. We did not see the 5 moves of doom, as everybody calls it. CM Punk got the win by giving the Miz the go to sleep and getting the pin. So as soon as that happened, we hear Triple H's music hit, and then he's congratulating the guys on a great match, and then next thing you know, we hear Miz, R-Truth, you're fired. That was it, and chaos ensued after that. Now you want to talk about swerves? I honestly thought that Laurinaitis was going to get the boot. Because to be honest with you, I don't want to see Laurinaitis on TV or on a microphone ever again in the WWE. The dude fucking sucks. Literally, he is horrible. But Miz, R-Truth, I couldn't pump. Maybe it would make sense. Maybe it doesn't make sense. It's a bit of a swerve, in my opinion, because I thought after the fine, that was all they were going to get. It's $250,000. But after the firing, Miz, R-Truth run up. I think it was Jack Capella, I think his name is. The dude that sucks even worse than Michael Cole on commentary. He was trying to interview... I'm trying to think if that was Jack Capella or Scott something. I can't remember what his name was, but it was the ugly dude that sucks worse than Michael Cole. He commentates on WWE Superstars, and I happen to know for a fact I can commentate circles around those two idiots. But anyway, I met both of them. The guy for Raw and the guy for SmackDown. But anyway... He's trying to interview Triple H, what was the reasoning behind these firings, and next thing you know, Miz and R-Truth, they team up, and keep in mind, the entire WWE locker room was sitting down. They were watching the monitors to see who was going to get fired. Then they see Miz and R-Truth ganging up on Triple H. Next thing you know, all of them step up. Then we see Regal, we see Wade Barrett, we see Jack Swagger secure Miz, we see Brodus Clay, and it might have been Titus O'Neil, who was the other guy that was securing R-Truth. But Triple H directed both of them to throw Miz and R-Truth out. That's what we did. And then next thing you know, Triple H is storming by. John Laurinaitis is just standing there, and he just walks by them. And that's the end of Monday Night Raw. Is it the end of Miz and R-Truth? Hell fucking no. If you think Miz and R-Truth are done in the WWE, you're a bigger mark than Wrestling Jesus. to be honest with you. But other than that, you know, the main event match was a great match. This was a great Monday Night Raw. And before I go on this video, guys, special announcement. Don't forget to tune into this Wednesday night on WGS Radio, blogtalkradio.com/WGS Radio, as our special guest will be former AWA and WCW announcer Lee Marshall. Lee Marshall. He will be on the program. So, with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux. Thank you very much for watching.